Hello, this is a quick video about how to use musictheory.net. It's a great resource for those wishing to be music educators and furthering their knowledge about music and the theory behind music. At the end of this video, you'll be able to navigate and use the musictheory.net site. Alright, so open up a web browser and type in www.musictheory.net, and then here's the initial platform. You can see it's Richie Adams is the designer of the website. And then you have three options: lessons, trainers, and utilities. You can look through all the lessons and just go through the lessons and just see what they're about, and then go through and just take them. Click on the first one there, the staff, clefs, and ledger lines, and then it'll load and it just gives you the basics of music. And then so it talks about the staff. Click the play button, and then it talks about lines and spaces, then the keyboard, and then the different clefs, so forth, so on. The note names, talks about ledger lines, so forth and so on. You can go back down there to return to previous page, and then so you can click on any of those lessons. And then you can look through, and there's some good ones for more advanced students, major scales, minor scales, and then even seventh chords and some compositional type stuff, and inversions. Excuse me. So that's that. They're the lessons. There's utilities here that I don't really get into too often, but you can play around with them if you want to. And then it's just kind of tells you how to build a chord, and then the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in a certain key. So here's C major, and then here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all the German 6th, the Italian 6th, the French 6th, and I'm not sure what the SW6 and N6 are, but I guess there's something. I guess the Neapolitan maybe. And you can click on minor. So you can just keep on going. Yeah, so the Neapolitan, or the N6 is the Neapolitan. German. I guess the German 6 and SW6 are the same, just with a enharmonic spelling. So that's all that is. So that kind of thing. But the biggest thing that I use most is the trainers. There's several different trainers. There's a theoretical trainer and an oral trainer. And my favorite thing is the interval ear trainer. So I'll go to that now. Okay, and what the interval trainer is, as you just heard, you heard two different pitches, and then so it'll play that interval, and then you have to identify that interval. And if you need to hear it again, you just hit play again, and then that's a unison. And then so it just plays the different intervals. That was a major seventh, so you click, oh, it was a minor seventh, I'm sorry. And then so you just have to guess at what the intervals are. And then so if some of these are a little bit too advanced for you, maybe you haven't worked on any of the minors, and maybe you haven't worked on any of these. And then so you can pick and choose what you want, and then pick a new interval. And so that was perfect fourth, and so forth and so on. Okay, so you just work on that, and then as you get better at those, add some other ones in. Okay, so that's that. And then also in the trainers, there's a scale ear trainer. But so this one's pretty tough, but it's a good one. And so what that is, that plays a scale, and then you have to guess at which scale it was. That was, I think, either the Phrygian or the Locrian. I'm not sure. So that's the Locrian. Again. And then again, you can take off check marks that you maybe haven't learned yet. And you'll notice that when I click the Aeolian, the natural minor also went off, because the natural minor and the Aeolian scales are the same, as well as the major and Ionian scales. And you can turn on or off the descending and get a new scale. Okay. And so that's that. That's a good one to start learning what we were learning about in theory today. And then the chord ear trainer will just play a chord, and you have to identify the chord. And then again, you can turn off chords. And so I would suggest starting with just major, minor, and then you can add in suspended if you want. Okay, and then once you really feel comfortable, add in those. Okay, and then you can, at that point, start adding some of the sevenths once you feel really comfortable with those, with the other ones. And then also, you can also click the play mode, and then the button goes from notes on top of each other, so sounding all at once, to an arpeggiated chord. And so that's a lot easier to tell. That makes it a lot easier to tell what the chord is. And you can turn on inversions. Okay, so that's that kind of idea. So there's those three trainers that I used and got my ears to where they are now. That's what really helped me a lot to get me where I am now. And you can also do, here's the theoretical aspects of those as well. So you go to Note Trainer, and it'll help you learn the notes. You just have to figure out what notes are which. You can click on these settings. You can click bass clef, and then tenor clef and alto clef. I don't know if you know what they are or not, but they're there for you as well. Right, and then so there's other trainers, interval trainers, just the theory behind the intervals. Triad trainers is building chords, and that kind of stuff. Key trainers to actually work on keys. So this is how you work the musictheory.net website. All right, thanks for tuning in. Good luck and have fun learning all about music. See ya.